Today, we talk about Taurus. Traditionally, the second sign of the zodiac. It's a real long story behind how Taurus used to be the first, but that's another story. You start off describing Taurus by the idea that Taurus is the sign of possessions, it's the sign of having, acquisitions, buying, okay? Well, Taurus in its most primitive sense is eating, it's provisions. These people love their food, man. Okay. And talking about love, really, the fifth house, they have Virgo in the fifth place. Virgo is the sign of work, you know. Taurus, they need to love their work. You know, the job, going to it every day, they need to love their routine. And whatever their routine is, guarantee you they're stuck to it like glue because they love it, all right? The creativity is about the details, and it's about sifting through all of the residuals. It's like sifting through all of the ashes, or sifting through all of the, when you pan gold, you're sifting through all that mud to find the gold, right? Because they want to possess, they want to own. Okay? And even if they're not economically materialistic, these people are very possessive. They're possessive in love. In their relationships especially, they're territorial as hell, having Scorpio in the seventh place. So these people are very desirous when it comes to their partner, okay? They want their partner to be able to fulfill the desires. They want their partner to desire them. Desire is a very strong motif in their relationships. I've been told that it don't matter how good of a parent the spouse is. It doesn't matter how much they provide or how much they support. But if they don't satisfy the Taurus in the carnal realm, then they're going to have issues keeping them committed in a relationship. I know that sounds raw, but this is what it is. Libra is the sign of partnership. It is the sign of government. It is also the sign of contracts. Okay? So these people can easily get jobs for government, easily work with a partner. These people are team players, you know, for the most part, right? Unless there's something in the chart that will negate that urge, right? But it's pretty normal for them to be able to work with a team, to work in cooperative space. And having Sagittarius in the eighth place. The eighth place is about shared resources, okay? So these people go above and beyond the call of duty when it comes to making their contribution in a mutually beneficial or mutually contributing interaction. Right? Capricorn on the ninth, you know, it's crazy. You know, I had a cat that was a Taurus rising. He was black, all black. And most of the Taurus people, regardless of race, gender, preference, pronoun, they all love wearing black, a lot, okay? And at one phase in their life, they went through their phase where they were wearing black all the time, okay? I believe that the golf culture comes out of Capricorn on the ninth place, which is Taurus rising. Right? These people are known for being unorthodox, for being highly erratic in their activities. They're very friendly and sociable. Their advice to their friends is always excellent. Okay? It's when it's time to give themselves that advice that they need to learn how to detach, okay? Because they take things very personally, all right? And that taking things very personally, that urge is illustrated by Aries on the 12th place. These people will internalize their anger, they will internalize their frustrations, their aggravations, and these are the volcanic blower-uppers, you know? They internalize all this, and they need an outlet for it, okay? Every day they need to sweat every day. And because of Aries' place in the 12th place, you know, they came here really to deal with issues having to do with temperance and patience, okay? They said that to God, all right? And 12th place is a debt to God. And the 11th place is the place of friends. And here we have this sign of trust. They need to be able to trust their friends. They need to be able to believe in their friends. They need their friends to believe in them. See, because that's the factor, trust factor, that will determine whether they desire to remain in association with you. You know that song that came out in the 70s? I forget who sung it, but it goes like, I get high with a little help from my friends. That always comes to mind when I look at Pisces in the 11th place, okay? Gemini in the second place. These people here, Gemini is the sign of advertisement. It's the sign of verbal communication. It's the sign of the word being spread. It's also the sign of writing. Okay? So take this into account when you have Taurus. These people spend a lot of money, second house, on literature, on books, on reading material, on information. Okay? These people value information, and they can make money from its transfer in any form that you could see. So that's writing, newspapers, periodicals, short trips, all right? As long as they love their job, they're going to earn the income that they're comfortable with anyway. They will take a job that pays less, that they like, over the job that pays more, that they don't like, okay? Because they need to be comfortable with that routine, all right? These people, when they're growing up, stay in contact with family. One of their favorite persons is going to be a family member, more than likely a sibling, if not a cousin, all right, of the female persuasion, regardless of their gender or pronoun, okay? These people love family, okay? They believe in creating the home that they had when they were a child, too, if they had a lovely childhood, okay? Their mothers are quite the administrators, okay? And very creative with their way that they brought them up too, okay? Because when their maternal figures are no longer available, then they will step up and become the go-to person in their place in the family, all right? Peace.